Good morning and a warm welcome to everyone present over here. This morning is a very energetic morning to all of us because this day is celebrated in India every year on 28th February to the mark the discovery of Raman effect by the invention of Indian scientist Dr. Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman on 28th February 1928. For this discovery, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in the year 1930. Sir C.V. Raman has born 7th November 1888 and he was died 21st November 1970. He is the first Indian scientist who awarded the Nobel Prize and Bharat Ratna Award for his great efforts and achievements towards the Raman effects. This day is celebrated to appreciate the efforts and organization who are working to help the India reach of the science and technology. School or English medium has organized this small function, and for this purpose today we have gathered here to celebrate the National Science Day. India has a great heritage of science and technology from the ancient era and has contributed their works for the progressions of the science and technology in India. National Science Day always motivates the children to do something good in science and to achieve their goals. I express the vote of thanks and acknowledgement to our honorable principal sir, respected teachers, parents who encourage our beloved children and who work really hard to make this National Science Day celebration graceful. Thank you to one and all. Standard model making of a food chain, and the chart they have performed second class children. The model making is explaining about the herbivores, carnivores, omnivores regarding the food chain, and they have doing the model making with a germination of seed. The model making of germination of seed has doing by the second class children. Noise pollution model making has done by the second class children. To reduce the noise pollution, they have done this project. How to avoid the noise pollution, how to save our environment. Germination of seed. This chart and the model making is presented, and food chain it is presented, the chart presentation. Land pollution using the recyclable materials. Water pollution model making. How to avoid the contagious diseases by using this model making. Global warming model making done by the third class children. How to reduce the global warming and how to save our environment. Medicinal plants, external parts of the plant model making doing by the third class children. Medicinal plants model making doing by the third class children. Plant and its uses doing by the first class children. How the plants are useful in our day-to-day life and how the plants are useful in our nature. Plant and its uses chart. Sense organs. So we are having the 5 sense organs, and then directions, model making of the directions, east, west, north, south directions done by the first class children. Fifth class children, they are going to exhibit the human excretory organ kidneys. Model making and the chart presentation. Fourth class children, they are going to exhibit 3Rs method, that is reduce, reuse, recycle, model making, how to save our environment. They have presented the chart and how to save our environment by using the natural fertilizers instead of using the chemical fertilizers. We have to reduce the chemical fertilizers to save our environment, and we have to use the eco-friendly, that is a natural manure, to save our environment. Natural manures are eco-friendly to our environment. So for the better future, we have to save our nature. This is the model making of the natural manure. How to save our environment instead of using the chemical fertilizers. And this is the human circulatory heart. So heart is said to be as a double circuit circulatory system. It is done by the 5th class children. Human respiratory organ, lungs, inhalation process, exhalation process, model doing by the 5th class children. And this is the earth gravitational force. Due to the magnetic attraction, how the magnetic gravitational force takes place. This is the model making of the 5th class children. They have done solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, how it will be takes place during the full moon day and new moon day. So our children are exhibiting a nice projects regarding the National Science Day. And they are explaining how this process will be helpful in our future needs. Model making of the photosynthesis done by the 3rd class children. So plants are called as producers because plants can synthesize their own food materials without depending upon the other organisms. So this is the model making of the photosynthesis. So how the plants prepare their own food. And this is the model making of the medicinal plant done by the 3rd class children. How the medicinal plants are useful in the medicinal purposes, and they are also used in the other products. express vote of thanks and acknowledgement to our honorable principal sir, respected teachers, parents who encourage our beloved children who worked really hard to make this National Science Day celebration graceful. Thank you to one and all.